let's go back to video number. Not let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now I'm gonna start recording video number 5. And I think I need to take a break now because I'm tired. But yeah, hi guys. So if you're brand new here, so the thing that I do is I have different videos on my channel, right? So the thing that I do on my videos is get a question or a topic and talk about it. But the way that I do it's pretty much like some kind of interview setting, if I'll say, where you have a question and they will just expect you to have an answer. So that's the way I do it. So I have my little flashcards and stuff, and I'll only have one question, but I used to have like different points for when I want to organize my thought. But I just came to a point where I realized that, you know, having those stuff is not really realistic, because when you'll be in an interview setting, you won't really have time to actually work on the subject or organize your thoughts. So you need to organize your thought as you go. So that's the reason why I do not do it anymore. So I'll just have my question and I'll just watch my question and come up with my thoughts as I go and make sure that I organize them well and pace myself while I'm doing this. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, you know, I'm trying to get better at communicating and talking to people. So I'm just gonna keep doing this and get better at it, because I think I'm doing better now. I just need to keep doing it. So yeah, the topic or the question that I have for myself for this video, on this video, is how do we handle stress and pressure? I really don't know why I said stress and pressure, because for me it's pretty much the same thing when I'm stressed and when I'm under pressure. But the way that I handle it is, I used to overplan a lot because I just did not wanted to deal with it, wanted to feel this, because for me it's a really bad feeling, because I hate feeling like, you know, there is this next step that you could have done, or there's this next thing that you need to get done, and for some reason, because you're procrastinating, you will not be able to get it in time. So that's one of the reasons why I was so fed of this, that I'm starting over planning and, you know, trying to know every single thing or every single move that I have to do in one day. But I stopped doing this because I saw that it was that manageable over planning, because, you know, have stuff that you did not plan that you have to deal with. And at the end of the day, as long as you're working on yourself and you're getting stuff done, it doesn't really matter how you do that. It doesn't really matter like what the plan was, as long as, you know, you get stuff done and you're getting from 1% to 5 or to 2 or to 3. So it doesn't really matter like how much you got done, but just like what you got done for the day and how well you did get them done. So that's one of the reasons why, you know, I'm taking a step back from over planning right now and trying to be in the moment and do as much as possible when I have the time to do so and when I'm doing so. So it's really hard for me, where I just stopped doing this to like this thing where I would have been like, you know what, I'll just do it tomorrow, because you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So you might not have time for it tomorrow, or you might have something else to deal with tomorrow. So saying that you will do it tomorrow is completely nonsense for me, and I just stop saying this and I just do stuff as I go, which is one of the reasons why, you know, I tend to take a really long time to do some stuff that I could have done like this if I, you know, subdivide my task in days or in hours. But it just worked for me that way, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it this way. But let's go back to the subject. The subject is, how do you handle stress and pressure? So one way that I do handle stress and pressure is by over planning, where I already talked about it. And another way that I do handle it is by not doing anything. It's really weird, but when I'm under stress or when I'm under pressure, the way, like one of the things that I do sometimes when it's way too much on me, I just stop doing everything. So I'll just stop doing it, and I'll be like, yeah, what am I gonna do now? What about my life? I'll just like stop doing everything that I was doing and just like start thinking about something else, or look at a specific point and just gaze to it for hours. And then eventually, you know, I'll come back and do what I need to do, or do what I have to do. Like another way that I handle stress and pressure is, do I even have a way that I handle it? No. Yes. This is really important. Like the other way that I have, or like the other way that I used to handle it, is by being aware that, you know, I'm under stress and pressure. So I'll tell myself, you know what, I'm stressed. I need to get this done. So I'm gonna do it step by step. But I know that by the end of the day, I'll be done with it. Mine seems really simple, but that's the way that I used to do when I had to, go to 10 or maybe 15 patient charts when it's almost time for me to go on lunch when I'm scribing. Because, patients sometimes they do not show up on time, and they will show up like at 11 when it's almost time for a lunch break. So actually you need to wait or just stay there to, finish charting before a lunch break. I mean, it's not like a requirement, just the way that I want to do it, because I don't want to come back for the second half of my shift and have to chart on those patients that I've seen earlier of the provider that I was working with. So that's one of the reasons why, I do get under stress a lot, or I used to be under stress a lot, because I was like, oh damn, so much. But right now it's totally different, because I come early at the clinic and then I'll start prepping, and then patients will come. I'll just put my measurements and update my HPR, update my clinical assessment, my physical as well, if they audit something else, and that'll be pretty much it. That'll be a pretty good job. But before, I'll just either just stop what I was doing and don't do anything, or I would just be honest with myself, tell myself, hey, you know what, you're under stress right now, so how many charts that you have left? 10. Alright, so let's start by number 1. Alright, number 1 is done. Let's start by number 2. Number 2 is done. Let's go on number 3. So that's the way that I handle it. So I hope this video you guys got something out of it.